Hello and welcome to another episode of 7 Days to Die Sorcery Mod. So this is not part of my normal series. This video is a standalone that I just wanted to show off how fun it is to kill zombies with fire. I've had several people ask me, what's this mod about? And, is it fun? And all those type of questions. And yes, it is. That's the bottom line. It's not an overhaul mod. It really just adds to vanilla. So you can do everything you want to do in vanilla. It works just the way it was intended. Sorcery only adds a new way of playing. Spells and enhancement to current weapons, spell turrets, ammo for spell ammo. I mean, just really good ways of playing the game. So what I wanted to do in this episode is show you exactly what you can do on a Horde night. So on this gameplay, it's Horde every night, so this is going to be the 8th Horde night. It's max alive, warrior difficulty. And, well, Horde hasn't started yet. But I'll still drop a meteor on somebody. Alright, so let me do a quick little walkthrough of what I have going on. I'm going to use 2 spell turrets, since I have spell mastery maxed out here. So this is what sorcery adds. It has a whole tree here on Fire Sorcery, where you have your fire spell, fire NATO, meteor, your weapon spellcast right here, which works kind of like a gun or a bow and arrow, shoots the spells. Then you have armor. I am fully decked out in Fire Sorcery armor, and they do have their own individual perks, just boosting your abilities basically. Then you have the fire spell turret, and these are going to be added to the game later. And then you have your sorcery tree. So spirit mastery, spirit is what you need to cast all of the spells. Alchemy, you can make lots of potions. You can see down here I actually have health potions and some spirit potions. There's a lot more potions as well. You have your essence mastery. That's the element you need to make everything. Helps you harvest it. Rune mastery. Runes are mods. You can make a lot of good beneficial runes, and I'll show you a couple of those. You can make arcane sorcery armor, but I haven't done any of that. And then you can also make a little follower, which is this little guy right here. And I'll show you how he works in a little bit. But back to some of the stuff that I have. So I have a fire spell arrow, fire NATO spell arrow, meteor spell arrow. They're going to be just using the compound bow. I have the spells. I have spell turret ammo that I'm going to use on my spell turrets. I have regular ammo. I have a regular machine gun, steel club here with a rune in it. So anytime I use the steel club on a locked door, it'll actually shatter the door in like one hit. It's pretty awesome. Saves you a lot of time. There's also a lock shatterer rune, which I think I have on this right here, which will actually open locks. Like if you have a safe, a couple hits, you're into the safe. Very handy to have actually for looting. Makes things go much faster. But in this, I am going to show you the fun ways of killing the Horde. When it starts, I'm just going to do traditional stuff. I'm going to use my gun first after I load it. One of the things I'm going to use, though, are these scrolls. This fire weapon scroll will enchant your weapon to always hit like a fire, with a fire spell. So it'll hit with the melee damage and a fire spell damage. And this one will do the same thing for your ammo. So now when I shoot my gun, it'll hit with the power of a fire spell as well. So it'll do normal damage and spell damage. So let's see how this turns out. I may not narrate too much, but you can see how they're catching fire. Oh, she made it up. And this is warrior difficulty too. Oh, Blew up right in front of me there. Okay, and then right in front of me, you can see that pentagram. That is one of the new enemies that sorcery brings. That'll be a ice fallen. And they do shoot back at you. You gotta be very careful about those guys. There she is. You can loot them when they're alive, which is awesome. Oop, out of ammo. Oh, cool. Awesome. Just mow them all down there. Looks like I got some potions that I can show you what they are in a little bit. Oh, come on. Running out of ammo. I didn't bring any repair kits, so I'm not going to use my gun all night. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put down a spell turret. Ooh, get out of the way of the cop shooting. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and start using some arrows here. Okay, that was not the arrow. That was a mod that is on the turret that did that. Another fallen here. Lightning fallen. I think I need to repair that. There we go. Get her some clubbing going on here. Alright, back to the arrow here. So right now it's the regular arrow. I'm going to use Fire NATO. Oh. Which is a fire spell that hits once, but then spreads the fire damage to other zombies. Very handy, actually. Just gonna sit back here and let the fire burn. Okay. Oh. There's a fire fallen, but she's dead already. And that's one of the most deadly fallens, is the fire one. Because they hit you and it explodes. Ooh. She tried to shoot at me. Ice ones are not easy either. They shoot icicles at you and it freezes you in place for a few seconds. And if they actually hit you, it pulls you closer to them too. Makes it kind of difficult. And they're going right after that hatch there. Okay. Let's clear them out for a second here. Oh, never mind. The meteor did that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put down the little doggy here, if I can. Uh-oh. They broke through. Yeah. Not good. Oh, she hit me, and she was ice touch, so you can see it did a lot of extra damage. Okay, they really like hitting these. May have to go to... Actually, you know what? I have level 2. I came prepared, just in case they got through the first section. Oh, she pulled me. See, she was ice touch, and she hit me and pulled me closer. Okay, you gotta be careful about that. I like this meteor spell, though, because it drops the meteors on him. It's pretty nice. Having the gun is handy, but I'm going to run out of bullets, though. You know what I should have checked is how many kills I had before this. 2,500 right now. Okay. I was starting to wonder if they destroyed the ladder on accident. Dogs can't get up here, so that's kind of nice. Just shoot them before they can even finish climbing the ladder. I guess if you time this pretty well, this is an easy way to do it. Oh. She's going to shoot some lightning at me. Get out of here with that. Alright. So far it's going pretty well, actually. I wonder if I could run in the street, take on the Horde. That's just asking for trouble. Especially with the Fallen. You kind of want to protect yourself from how they shoot. Alright, if I use bullets sparingly, this will work. Oh! Oh, icicle! She nailed me. Get out of the way. Alright. Oh, boy. You gotta be careful about those icicles, man. Messes you up. There we go. Alright. Oh, they did destroy it. I shut it somehow. That's interesting. Or opened it, or I don't know. I shut it. There we go. Oh! Out of ammo. Alright, so I'm just going to use some meteors. Man. The building's holding up pretty good. Wow, that actually sounds like it's over with. Alright, 2,600 kills. Oh yeah. All those extra meteors dropping on the dogs down here. So, well, there's a Horde Knight. 64 alive. The 8th Horde. Using fire. Lots of fire stuff. So let me go ahead and get some of this loot. Okay, so now you've seen how Horde Knight can work. I want to show you the rest of the workings of a sorcery. This is not going to be complete, but it should give you a really good idea of what it offers. So, some new things that it introduces is a fire spell forge. It works very much like a regular forge. You mine essence, and you get that out of the burnt biome from burnt trees, or you get it when you mine coal. And it's basically the building block of everything. So, you can take this and you put it in there just like a regular forge. It smelts down to its basic element here. This all works the same. These are some tools that you can make for it. But basically, this is how you make your spells. So you can make a new Spellcast, so that's the weapon that actually fires the spells. And then you can make that Fire Core and Fire Hammer, which has many uses. You can make Fire Extract as well as Omni Extract, which also has a lot of uses. And what I'm going to do is kind of show you, there's that spell back, a little bit of uses for those in a little bit. So that's a really beginner item. You absolutely need this to get started. Sorcery Desk, you get this in the beginning quests. You actually use this to make some of your major equipment. So your Alchemy Station, Arcane Wheel, Enchanting Table, your Spell Forge, you use this to make all of that. Use it to make your spell turret as well, and some of the ammos, and then a lot of scrolls, and I'll go over scrolls in a little bit. And then that Arcane Familiar, this little guy right here. And then any of the books used to summon the Fallen, so you can go hunting Fallen, and also skill books. You can actually make skill points, basically. They're kind of expensive, though. This potion alone is a rare loot, but you can make it once you max out a few different skill trees, and have a lot of Fallen Blood and time, because it takes like 30 minutes to make one of those potions. But anyway, so there is that part. Then here's your Arcane Wheel, which you use to make armor. So you make Fire Thread, and you use that essence to make Fire Thread, and then Fire Thread to make clothing. Okay, so right now you can make Arcane Thread, which I haven't even unlocked that tree yet since I wasn't using it, and you can make fire. The rest is locked up until those elements are released, okay, in a future patch. You have your Rune Table, enchanting table, so you can make all of your runes. Lot of handy runes. Some of these are supporter-only runes. They're lootable as rare loot, but you can't make them unless you're a supporter of the mod. Augmented Digging Rune. And as you can see, all the runes take Omni Extract. So this stuff right here. We'll see what they do. So this increases your damage done to dirt, so you can dig faster. This one is a hunger one. It slows down your hunger, so you don't get hungry as fast. So really handy if you don't want to mess with cooking too much. Logging, so you can log faster. You can chop down trees faster. Mining, same concept. This one's kind of nice because it just increases experience for everything that you do. So all experience increased by 10%. Door Shatter Rune, like I said, this is one of my favorites. You can put it on anything, a tool or a weapon, so if you shoot a door, it'll open the door, unlock the door in like 1 or 2 hits. Super handy for getting in and out of buildings really fast. This one's another supporter rune. Pretty nice, really increases your defenses. Lock Shatter Rune, again, you could put this on a weapon or a tool, and this allows you to get yourself into a safe within just a matter of hits. Even that giant crate that's 10,000 hit points takes like 3 hits to get in. So even way faster than using an auger. Lucky Ammo, it just helps your loot. So when you loot different things that would have ammo, you might find a little bit more ammo. Same thing with the Lucky Dukes and the Lucky Potions, Lucky Scrolls, Lucky Spells. All of those just increase how much of that type of loot that you find. And then the really nice one is the Spell Light Rune. So this one works like a headlight, except for it doesn't attract zombies. You put it on any of your armor, and it'll light up the space around you, kind of like a lamp does or a light does, but produces no heat. So definitely a good early game mod, and you can loot this one pretty easy, and it's actually pretty easy to make too, with just some Omni Extract, a candle, and a torch. So it could be one of your first runes that you make in the game for sure. So runes are really nice. Again, they work just like mods. So in my Iron Pickaxe, I have the Lock Shatterer, the Door Shatterer, and then the Mining Rune. The only disadvantage of them is it does make the durability go down faster, because that's kind of the penalty of using runes, because the magic, drains the element itself. So they do have to be repaired a little bit more often. But that is combated by having Rune Mastery. So each level of this will actually reduce the burden of that rune all the way down to Mastery. So the degradation of the affixed rune is actually halved at that point. So things to combat that. That's regular stuff over there. Here's the Alchemy Station. So here you can make some potions. A really good potion here is the Devour Potion. Easy to make. You just need 1 rotten flesh, some arcane powder, which, while we're here, you actually make it out of the Omni Extract. So this stuff right here. So it's a 1 to, it is 1 to 1, right? Yeah, 1 to 1. So Devour Potion, what it does is it actually works on your hunger. So I'm going to go ahead and take one. So you can see at the bottom what my hunger is like right now. I actually have quite a few of them. I'm going to go ahead and use it. So what it does is it does decrease your max hit points by 10 for like 60 seconds. It's not bad. It's totally worth it. But you'll watch my hunger go up. Or go down, I guess, depends on how you want to phrase that. Alright. So there it goes. It's like eating a good meal. But no cooking is involved. Now, the effectiveness of all potions are affected by your alchemy mastery. So the higher level that you have your alchemy set to, the stronger the potions are, or the longer that they last. Or both, actually. So it's definitely worth increasing. Your fire essence, you make this one. This just helps you find more essence when you're mining. So think of it like a coffee spell or a coffee drink. It gives you some type of boost. There's your fire skill elixir. We'll talk about that later in another episode. Fire potion just increases your fire damage. Haste is really nice. It just makes everything you do faster. So if you want to use this while mining, you will just mine super fast. Using that with the auger is crazy. Just crazy fun, actually. Produces a lot of heat, though. You'll call on screamers, though. You got your health potion, which you may have seen that in action in Horde Night. Does instant heal. Does have a little cooldown, 10 seconds, so you can't drink them, one right after another. Very similar to any other medications in the game. But again, the higher level your alchemy is, the better that works. Remedy potion, this is one of my favorites. Kind of hard to make with the antibiotics, but basically it cures everything that you have. If you have a broken leg, it'll instantly heal it. If you're fatigued, it'll instantly heal that. So it cures all of those things, with the exception of when you make a cast or a splint and you use it, that ability it doesn't cure. So instead of using the splint, use this and it'll just cure your broken leg. Skip that step. Slow fall. You can drink this and fall from an extremely far height and not get any damage. Spirit potion, just like it sounds, it increases your spirit. Got your stamina. So if you are mining, you can keep popping these things and it'll increase your stamina. Or if you're trying to survive on Horde Night, you drink one of these, get a nice boost on stamina so you can run away. And the travel potion is one of my favorites too, because it just makes you super fast. If you've watched any of my other episodes, I typically, when I use it, I edit that part out just because I'm running fast and not doing anything. But you can travel anywhere from 300 to 500 meters in about 20 seconds just running. Way faster than any vehicle. Super nice to have, actually. So those are some of the things that the Sorcery Mod adds. You can play in a very normal way using, your guns and using melee weapons. But I really encourage the use of the scrolls, especially the Fire Weapon Scroll. And if you're going to use guns, the Fire Spell Ammo Scroll. That's what these guys are right here. So this one still has 20 minutes left. Basically, you saw it. When I hit with my melee, it actually hits with the melee damage and fire. So, it's 2 hits in one, basically. Plus, it causes the burn damage. And then the same thing when you use it for your gun. It'll do the bullet damage, plus the fire spell damage, and then burn. So, anytime you find these, you should just use it right away. As long as you're out killing zombies. I mean, if you're just mining, don't use it, but very handy to use as well. And there's other scrolls as well. Basically anything there's a mod, a rune for, there's a scroll for. The difference is the scrolls are temporary. They don't last forever. They only last 15 minutes. And that time is actually increased by your sorcery skill tree. This is another really good one. This is the Arcane Vision Scroll, which I don't have going right now. This is another one that I like to have going at all times. And I'm going to see if it does its job here. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit, see nothing on the map, and we're going to see if it works here. Okay, so what this scroll does is allows you to see more than the shadows, right, through the shadows. But what that really means is those fallen are much easier to see. If you notice during Horde Night, you saw that little pentagram, and that kind of shows up even through buildings, around corners, behind closed doors, so it lets you know there's a fallen there. And this Arcane Vision Scroll is that. The other thing that it does is if you look at your map, if there happens to be a fallen around you, it'll actually show up on your map as well. So like right now, it doesn't look like any fallen have pre-spawned in the area. But it is a extremely handy one to have, because you don't want to get caught by surprise by a fallen. Those things, especially indoors, pretty hard to fight indoors. You really want to be able to, skate around them and circle them to kill them, but it's a little tricky. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go find a zombie that I can use the Arcane Familiar on, because that is something I did not use during Horde Night. And note, it is single player only feature, so it doesn't work if you're playing on a multiplayer game. It's just a limitation of the system right now. Alright, so I'll be right back. Okay, so while I'm out here, I have decided I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the things that you can do with the Fire Spellcast. So remember, this is the main weapon for spellcasting. It works just like a bow, so your left mouse button, you can charge it by holding it down, and the more points you have spent, then it's just the stronger that spell becomes, basically, is all that is. Hold down the R button, you can change your ammo types between Meteor, your Fire NATO, or the regular Fire. Okay, I really like the Fire NATO because it does group killing. The fire will spread from zombie to zombie, and I really do like that benefit. One of the other things the Spellcast does is it has secondary abilities. One is cauterizing wounds. So if you're bleeding, like if you got hit and you were bleeding, you can actually just hit the right mouse button, and it'll actually stop your bleeding. So you don't even need the bandage to stop bleeding. That's super nice, actually. Blazing speed, so I'll show you that in a second. Fire flight and meteor land. Now all of those require you to put points in the fire spellcast. So the first one you're definitely going to get at the very, very beginning of the game. So you're going to start with that blazing speed and the cauterizing the wounds. And then blazing speed is pretty handy to get from point A to point B. So let me show you. So this is regular walking, sprinting, and then holding down the right mouse button, that's the blazing speed. So letting go. So you can definitely tell the difference. Now, one of the fun things is if you run, I'm probably not going to find one right now, but if you're using blazing speed like this and you run by a small animal like a chicken or a rabbit, it'll actually catch them on fire and kill them. So it makes hunting the small animals super easy. It'll also damage anything you run by. So if you run by a zombie, they'll catch fire too. It just won't kill them. It's not that strong. Oh, so here we go. Here's the chicken. Watch this. Just going to run by him. And he died. So, again, really easy for hunting. Oh, and there is the fallen. You see that pentagram? If I were to look on... I'm going to wait till it shoots again. If I look on the map, it shows up on the map as well. So they can't sneak up on you. So let me go ahead and show you a couple of the spells a little bit slower. So this is going to be... Oh, got to hit him first. The Fire NATO. And it's going to spread to that other zombie there. More than likely, it'll actually kill him, too. If they stay... Yep, see, he got it again, and it killed him. So I never even had to hit him. She's a little stronger, so that's not going to kill her. I'm going to knock her down. Oh, it killed her. Bummer. She burned too long. You can actually loot them while they're alive. I'm sure you saw that during Horde Night, but that's the only way to get their blood is by looting them at night. But they always have sorcery type of loot. So a couple potions, a summoning book, and silver and sometimes gold nuggets too, so worth selling. So I got to show you a couple things all at once right there. The next thing I want to show you is the fire flight. So here's a normal jump, right? Jump, 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 jump. And then here is a fire flight jump. So that's regular jump, fire flight jump. So you do that by holding down the right mouse button while you jump. And it gets you much further. So this is really handy on Horde Night as well. If you're trying to get away from zombies, you need to run. You can jump on top of the roof of a building. Or if you want to loot a place where, the loot's upstairs, you can get upstairs much faster. Now, the other one is the Meteor Land, which is another favorite of mine. And you do the fire flight, and you land holding down the button. And you land like a meteor. It causes massive damage to everybody around you. Doesn't have a huge radius, but it is really, really handy. It uses a lot of spirit, though, so you can't keep doing it repeatedly. But here's an example right here. It's just jump up, get up here really quick. Let's see. Any of this respawn? Nope. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, so that fire flight is pretty handy. And if you notice, you don't get hurt as long as you hold down the button. You got to keep holding down the right mouse button. Otherwise, you will break a leg or something. And you know what? I have a remedy potion, so I'm going to show you that, actually. Alright, so first thing, let's get up on the roof here. And let's get up on this roof. Alright, so this no doubt should break my leg falling down. Okay, leg is broken. Lots of damage taken. Ouch. Remedy potion. Cured my broken leg. No more broken leg. No more penalty. Nothing. So, those potions are very handy to have. Oh. Killed the vulture just by doing the fire flight and jump and land. So, okay. But if you notice my spirit, since I did that so much, my spirit dropped a lot. So, you got to be careful. You got to have that balance. That's why having the spirit potions sometimes is handy. Just to make sure that you can refill fast if you need to. So, it took a big jump there. And now it's going to also recover faster for a certain amount of time, too. So, alright, so you can see jumping around is kind of fun, but there's a fallen right behind the building, and you can still see. So you know exactly where they are the whole time. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can't loot this one while alive. So I'm going to do my first hit first. Oop, nope. Clever. Looter. Get the blood. Hit her again. Maybe do a little fire spell there. Let her burn. There we go. Alright. And some more good stuff. Some slow fall potions. Very nice. Alright. So there we go. What else can I show you? I wanted to show you the Arcane Familiar. So I need to find some zombies. Let's check out this place. See if they've respawned in here. Or if I've ever been in here. Yes, they have. Okay, alright. So here we go. There we go. So he should, they should attack the zombies. There you go. And they hit with the power of fire as well. And there you go. Kind of helps. He's getting beat up, poor dog. But hey, pretty handy if you need to get away from zombies, though. Okay, don't kill him. No killing my doggy. There you go. But he will fade away eventually anyway. But you can see how handy it is to have those things. Isn't he cute? Look at him. That's so cute. Okay, alright. We'll just leave him behind though, because, you know, we got plenty more. No loyalty there. Okay. Alright, so I have shown you the different types of spellcast abilities. I have shown you the different spells, potions. Shown you the runes, not really necessarily how they work, or in action I should say, but you got to see them. And the spell turrets, which I kind of left behind here obviously, but you saw that on the Horde night. If you would like to see anything else, or if you'd like to know how anything else in sorcery works, drop a comment down below. I'll be more than happy either to do a video or do a quick explanation if that's all it takes. But it is a really fun mod for sure. Lots of good play value, and just adds dynamic to the game. It is still currently in development. The next element to come out is going to be Ice. Stop by the Discord, check it out. Become a supporter of the mod. It really does help the creator, which is not me. It does help the creator so that he can make these updates to the game, and get ice and then lightning and then holy and unholy magics into this game. So thanks for stopping by as always, and if you haven't a chance, please subscribe to the page, hit the little like on the video. It really does help, and have a great day.